God bless football, Mikey A.
God bless football, Taylor.
God bless football, Stugotz.
He's in baseball heaven right now because the Yankees won, but he still has time for football.
I'll allow it.
We will get to Todd McShay. He was on with us earlier this week. His beef with Paul Feinbaum. Taylor, listen to the episode that McShay put out recently. We will get to that, an update on that in just a second. But we have a college football weekend upon us. The Canes playing Florida State. There's a big NFL weekend, of course, ahead of us, and a good game last night. Mikey A. What a game last night. I know a lot of people were glued to the baseball. I'm guessing more people were glued to the football because that's just the way it works with the NFL. But you had Niners and Rams, and you had the Niners getting out to a lead and the Rams coming back, and then Sean McVey being Sean McVey. How about that? Huh?
I don't understand why you go for it there. Take the points, extend the game. You miss that, and all you're doing is what? Buying yourself another set of downs to try and get a touchdown? What is the point of going for it there on fourth down? Especially because Kyron Williams probably not having a great game after the fumble late.
It's a terrible decision from this standpoint. It is not 4th and 1 on the 1 yard line and you're trying to win the game and walk off and go home. That's not what you're trying to do. It's 4th and 1 on around the 10 yard line. And if you get a first down, it still doesn't guarantee a touchdown. And so I just why not take the points there, the 3 points, what seems like an automatic 3 points, extend the game, keep it going, and give your team a chance to win after they fought back from a big deficit.
So you guys, I thought you guys were mad that they handed the ball off and took the ball out of Matthew Stafford's hand. You wanted them to kick the field goal?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
But if they kick the field goal, it's a tie game. They get the ball back with they would have to kick off. It's like 3:40 left in the game. There's no guarantee you get that ball back. So best case, you might be playing for a tie. Or you're playing to stop them on defense.
I'm playing to extend the game. I'm not trying to get 1 yard to maybe score a touchdown. I am not going for it in that spot. I am extending the game because I'll take the tie. I'm fine. I'll take a tie. I will, as opposed to losing, Taylor. And that's what ended up happening. Now I'm playing the result. I am armed with the result. But I was saying, and just have to trust me on this, and I understand why you wouldn't. But at the time, I was saying, kick it through the uprights. That's what I was walking around my house saying, kick it through the uprights. Let's go. You know?
Can I just go off on a small little tangent here? Speaking of ties. Yeah. One of my friends is a Green Bay Packers fan, and he was very upset last week when the Packers tied the Cowboys. Yeah. And he said, "Oh man, could you believe it? We tied." And I said, "I'd kill for a tie." The next day, I get this in my mailbox, and it says, so you don't kill anybody or kill yourself."
Right, Taylor. I do understand what you're saying. That was very nice of him, by the way. I do understand what you're saying, the time on the clock. How much time was left on the clock when they went for it?
3:40.
So 3:40. You're okay with that decision by McVay? You don't want – because, Taylor, it's a divisional game where I hate to say this. I don't want to emphasize the tie too much, where a tie could come in handy later on in the season, you know?
Yeah, I guess I don't mind it because I don't mind McVay playing for the win instead of playing for the tie or putting his defense back out on the field. Just because the Rams were averaging 5 yards per rush, it kind of comes down to the situation. Like, if you want to win the game, you just need 1 yard to extend it. I guess my bigger problem would have been the play call. And again, that's kind of playing the result because I do think Matthew Stafford, from when it was 14 on, was the best player on the field.
No doubt.
And the Rams looked like a pretty good offense.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're not playing for the tie there. You're playing for the loss. You're playing to win or lose based on that yard. You're not guaranteeing yourself. You're not on the goal line punching it in and you win the game or you go home. You're playing to not lose right there. You're playing because if he gets it, you're not winning the game. You just have another chance.
Right. San Francisco right now is 4-1 inside that division. The Rams are 3-2. So they were 3-1. They were both 3-1 entering the game. Taylor, you understand if they have a tie, they're still tied for first place, right?
Yeah. I just think it does come down to playing the result a bit, because if
Of course it does, but that's what
hand the
sports
ball
radio and sports podcasting is.
Sure
we play
it
the
is.
result. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Not play the results? I mean, Jesus.
if Kyron Williams doesn't fumble it on the one, if Kyron Williams gets that 1 yard and Matthew Stafford gets a touchdown on that drive, we're celebrating Sean McVey and
Right.
praising his aggressiveness today. I think my bigger question from that game, do people enjoy NFL overtime?
No.
No.
Like
No.
it's a bad
No.
format.
It's a bad format.
It's
People are
terrible.
confused by it. They don't know what the hell is going on. It's the only thing the NFL has gotten wrong. It's terrible. Seriously.
But they keep changing it, and they're still not getting it right. Like they keep
Right.
changing it, but they're not changing it to a place where it's what we want. Like
Right.
I'm one of the. I know I'm on the outside on this, especially with all the football people. I like the college overtime.
Yes.
I like when you do it that way. I would rather do it that way than make up a 10-minute quarter, which doesn't exist in any way, and then be like, no, both teams get the ball. Well, you could have a 9.5-minute drive.
Right. But my only problem with the college, if you take the college overtime and move it to the NFL and you put the same overtime rules into the NFL, you have to start from like the 40. The kickers are so automatic in the NFL, the game's going to go on forever. I
Sure.
mean, right? So
If
start
you
at,
wanna
the
alter
50,
it that way,
it's a
that's
possession for the
fine.
50. I'd like that or something like that, right?
Yeah, and college has kind of updated theirs too, but I do agree, you move it back. So that first overtime, you play it out normal. The second overtime, if you score, you have to
the
go
2
for
points.
2. And
Right.
then now in college, the third overtime is just a 2-point conversions.
Right. I
like
like
that
Hail
too.
Marys until someone completes one to win the game. How about
Wow. That's a good wrinkle.
that? You sign
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers just to do that. I mean, right?
Offensive lineman race.
Oh, that might be better. Seriously. How does that work? Is it like a 4x100 or what are we doing?
It's sure.
You
A relay with all 5 starting offensive linemen.
I love it.
you find your heaviest offensive lineman, and then he has to go downfield, and it becomes almost like a penalty shootout, but it's
Right.
your punter punting to the other team's offensive lineman. And if they
Okay.
catch the punt, it's counts as successful. And then you do a shootout format that way.
Wait, you're saying they just merely need to catch the punt cleanly?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. But it has
I'd like to
be,
watch it. I mean,
it has to be the player on your team that has the most weight.
Right, right. Now, in your sprinting scenario, the 5x100, do these guys have to be the starting offensive linemen, or can you have like hired guns, like sprinters on the sideline, and you just put number 63 on them and say, hey, that's an offensive lineman?
Their numbers have to be in the 60s or 70s.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
if you want to take like some wide receiver that's never going to see the field and throw him in 64 and call him an offensive lineman,
Right.
and in the event you get into this situation,
You can
you're
use that guy for the
"We
OT
got him."
relay?
That's
Right.
fine. But there's only so many roster spots.
Right. It's a tricky thing. I mean, because you don't know if you're ever going to encounter the overtime 5x100 relay. I mean,
I have another suggestion too with the relay. There in track, there's like a sprint medley relay race where it's like different distances in the same relay race. So you have like a 400 runner, a distance runner in the same relay. If NFL adopts this, where one spot has to be a quarterback, one spot has to be an offensive lineman, and then you have 2 wild card spots to then maybe stash it for your fastest guys on the team. But you need a quarterback on it, and you need a lineman, either offensive or defensive.
wow. I like this. We
I
are
think we just-
fixing overtime.
I think we just did.
I think we just did.
Wait, so you have to have a quarterback participate in this relay, this medley, right?
Yes. So that's why, like, if you get to overtime against the Ravens, you're like, oh no, like we're at a severe disadvantage right now because Lamar Jackson's on this relay team.
Right, right.
The
or
Jets
if you
would
play
be
the
good at
Giants,
it.
God forbid.
The Jets would be good at it.
Yeah, the Jets. We would dominate overtime if we could just get there. I mean,
Just get us to a tie, damn it.
oh, I would love us to be 0-0-17. I would. Put it on the poll, Taylor. Would Jet fans love 0-0-17? They would. Does that make the playoffs?
Jeff Fisher.
The other thought I had from that 49ers Rams game,
Yes.
and I think it was a pretty big consensus from people that also watch the game, like, why did the 49ers pay Brock Purdy a 5-year, $265 million contract? Because it seems like Mac Jones is more than sufficient.
Because he was next in line, and that's what Chris Sims continues to rail about every Thursday on this show. He hates the idea that just because you're the next quarterback who's up in free agency, that you should get more than the last guy who was up in free agency. These guys should be slotted better. Like when Tua became a free agent, he should not have automatically become the most highest paid player in football. He should have fell into some sort of slot because he's not the best player in football. I'm not even certain he's the best player on his own team when he signed that contract. It was probably Tyreek Hill at the time. And you could argue maybe Jalen Waddle at the time was better than Tua. And so that's what Sims rails about. I'm with you. It's crazy. But they had to sign Purdy because if they didn't, someone else would have signed him. But Kyle Shanahan wants to continue with Mac Jones. He does. Like that's what we wanted out of that draft.
It feels like a lose-lose situation where I guess the only way you win the situation is if you pay Brock Purdy and he wins a Super Bowl for you, because otherwise people are questioning, why did you give the last pick in the NFL draft? But you would think somebody like Kyle Shanahan could see what he does with somebody who goes in the 7th round, but also your fan base would absolutely riot if they didn't sign Brock Purdy back. He went to another team and he found success.
Yeah, they would crush him. And I think Brock Purdy got them to a Super Bowl, right?
No.
Did he?
Garoppolo.
No.
Oh, Garoppolo. No. But Purdy went to an NFC championship. He's taken them deep into the playoffs.
He got hurt.
He got hurt
against the Eagles.
Purdy's numbers kind of warrant whatever the contract is, right? I guess. But I'm with you, Taylor. But he does Shanahan loves doing it with quarterbacks that you don't think are any good. He really does. He loves the idea of doing it with this guy, Brock Purdy. He had to pay him. But you're right. They can now have Mac Jones is giving them the same type of production as Brock Purdy. It's a great question. And the answer is they signed him because they have no choice. That's it. That's the answer.
So Purdy in 2 games this year is he has 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. 49ers are 1-1 in those games. Brock Purdy has an 85.8 passer rating. Mac Jones in 3 games, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. They're 3-0 with a 99.1 passer rating. Quarterback controversy?
No, there's no controversy. No. He's going with Mac Jones the rest of the way. Put it on the poll. Is he going with Mac Jones the rest of the way? And put this on the polls. Brock Purdy done.
I'll take him.
No, we would ruin him. I mean,
sure,
right. Neither of those guys are guys you want in the 4x1, the medley in overtime. By the way,
no.
I mean,
no. Mac Jones is he might be the least athletic athlete in the history of sports.
Put it on the poll. Is Mac Jones the least athletic athlete in the history of sports? It's a great poll question. I think you're right. I'm going to vote yes on that one. Yes. I can't even think of another nominee. Brady was not a great athlete.
Brady,
no.
Yeah.
No, he was not. So we fixed overtime? I mean, we're good?
Sure.
Do you think Brock Purdy is ever going to see the field again? Unless,
of course he is.
Why? Because Mac Jones will get hurt?
No, because you paid him. Him.
Well, no, wait. Hold on a second. Okay. So when Purdy is healthy and ready, because the 49ers paid him, you feel like Kyle Shanahan, by extension of that contract, has no choice but to go back to Brock Purdy?
Yes.
And you think Kyle Shanahan, who is probably, if the season ended today, the NFL Coach of the Year because he's doing it with Mac Jones, you think Kyle Shanahan is going to do that because he has to? Because Kyle Shanahan does not come off as a coach who is doing anything because someone tells him he has to.
We forget that they traded all that stuff to get Trey Lance. And even though Brock Purdy was doing well, they still gave the ball to Trey Lance to start the season. And then he got hurt. Brock Purdy came in again and did well. At some point, whenever you give up a lot of assets, whether they be draft picks or money, you have to give that person every chance. And it's not as if Brock Purdy was playing poorly. I realize the numbers are a little skewed right now.
It's Mac Jones is playing well.
Mac Jones is playing well. And maybe if you're Kyle Shanahan, you just go, hey, this is why we don't pay the quarterback. Just give me somebody who's going to do what I say, and we'll be fine.
It's a fair point. If you're the guy who can win with just about any quarterback, you would just go through rookie quarterbacks every 3 to 4 years. Like,
Sure.
You just draft a new one, right?
And not even a first rounder. Right. Not even a first rounder. Hey, grab me a quarterback in the 4th round.
Right. I mean, him and Kevin O'Connell, they should never be signing quarterbacks to big term deal, like big money deals, you know?
Just take all the first round picks that failed for the Jets and Giants and take them and be like, I'll turn this guy to something. Let him go get his money. Now he's reformed, and I'll take the next one.
Listen, there is a guy the Jets are going to take this year in the draft who's going to be available to Kyle Shanahan in about 3 seasons. You were right. You are right. It'll be terrible for us. It'll be great for him. Fuck, I hate them. Jesus.
And then we go get Jordan Love in 10 years.
Do you think smart coaches around the league are keeping tabs on the Jets roster and being like, hey, I know this guy has 3 years left in his deal, but let's just make a star next to his name and remember, when he hits free agency, he's a lot better than what he's showing now because he's the Jets.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Just the quarterbacks,
Yes.
though. Yes.
All that's happening. Yes.
Right. Yes. No, but Quincy Williams is good on the Jets. Quentin Williams, good on the Jets. Sauce Gardner, good on the Jets. Revis was great on the Jets, perhaps the greatest Jet of all time. It's just the quarterbacks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These guys, they're good with the Jets. It's the quarterbacks who get better when they leave the Jets. I can't explain it. Fuck, I hate them. Stugotz here for Omaha Steaks. You know what my favorite part of game day is? It's not even the game. It's the tailgate. I love a great tailgate. I've got my little routine, fire up the grill, crack open a cold one, and make sure the spread is right. And I'll tell you this, ever since I started getting Omaha Steaks delivered, my tailgate has gone from good to legendary. The burgers, juicy. The steaks, tender. Why am I whispering? They're perfectly aged, and you can taste the quality with every single bite. And the best part, it's all shipped right to my door. No stress, no running around, just high quality, heartland flavor ready to hit the grill. Omaha Steaks is the official sponsor of tailgating, and there's a reason. They make game day unforgettable. They've been doing this for more than 100 years. America's original butcher, and every bite is backed by a 100% guarantee. So here's the play. Make game day delicious with the official sponsor of tailgating. Visit omahasteaks.com and get $35 off with promo code Stugotz at checkout. That's STUGOTZ, all capitals. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code Stugotz. Terms apply. See site for details.
By the way, did you see the thing with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady where they had to come up with their Mount Rushmore of wide receivers?
No.
It was amazing. They were on a podcast. I know nothing about the podcast.
Wait,
It's called
Manning and Brady were on the same podcast?
I believe
Yes.
it's called Rushmore.
Rushmore.
At the
And
same time?
Yes. And they
Who
both
was the
had
host
to
of
give,
Rushmore?
It's a Twitter show. It's Ari Emanuel and Ben Persky.
Okay, get them both on the show. And by
And-
both, I don't mean Brady and Manning, those two, okay?
So I believe, I don't know what their cadence is for their show, but every week they're bringing goats of their industry to give their Mount Rushmores. And the first one was receivers, and they brought Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
That's a pretty good poll. I mean,
Yeah. Well, so they had Brady give his Mount Rushmore. They had Manning give his Mount Rushmore.
wanna
And they
guess 'em.
each gave theirs.
right.
Then the two hosts gave theirs. And then the four of them collectively came up with the definitive Mount Rushmore. But they could only use players that were said amongst the four of them.
All right, I get the concept. I got it. I don't care about the other two. I only care. I want those two on the show. Perhaps it's a bridge to Brady and Manning.
I believe Ari Emanuel is who the character Ari Gold is based off of in Entourage, the agent.
Really?
I believe
I don't
so.
think that's right. I think it's a different guy at CAA. I do. Only because he tried to recruit me at one point. And that was his whole pitch. I'm Ari Gold.
His Wikipedia says that it's loosely based off him because he's an American businessman and CEO of Endeavor.
Get him on. Seriously.
Okay.
I want this person on.
All right. So you want to guess which one? Their final four?
So what I'm wondering is, was Brady kind of biased towards Patriot wide receivers? Like, was he naming some of his?
I would say this more so than Brady being biased towards Patriot wide receivers. Manning was biased towards Colt wide receivers.
All right.
And I would also say this just because you can't guess if you don't know this. Tight ends are included.
Oh, Jesus. All right,
That
so
makes
hold
it
on.
so much more complicated.
It made it
Let's slow
so
down.
much
No,
harder.
it's not. Hold on. Reggie Wayne and are both on Peyton Manning's, I would
No,
think.
one of those. Yes.
Okay.
We might have to bleep that name in post.
Yeah, we do. It's Harvin Marison.
Arvin Marison.
Dallas Clark. Tell me Dallas Clark is on there.
No.
Okay. So we also have to factor in that Manning played for the Broncos and that Brady had a year with the Bucks. So maybe Mike Evans is there. So I'm staying on Manning right now. This is fascinating. Thank you for bringing this up. Manning's Mount Rushmore of wide receivers. I'm going to guess both of them had Randy Moss on there.
No.
Brady
one of
had
them?
Randy Moss.
Brady had Randy Moss.
Okay.
How dare Peyton Manning do that? He's the greatest. They both had Jerry Rice.
They both had, everybody had Jerry Rice. It was
Okay.
the only one that everybody's like, just put it in stone, Jerry Rice.
Okay. This is so good. So Jerry Rice. So and Jerry Rice. Gronk is on Brady's.
Gronk was on Brady's, yes.
Yeah.
So there's only one spot left on Brady's.
Yep. Aaron Hernandez.
No.
Wes Welker.
Walker. Edelman.
No.
Troy
I told
Brown.
you. I'm sorry, which one are we doing?
Brady.
Brady. So okay, because remember, there's 5 Mount Rushmores I'm trying to remember.
We just need
Okay.
Peyton. We just need Peyton's and Brady's.
Okay.
Let me update the audience real quick. Okay.
Okay,
For Peyton,
go ahead.
we have Harvin Marison and Jerry Rice. Okay.
Yes.
And for Brady, we have Jerry Rice and Gronk. And Randy
and you
Moss.
had one more, and Randy Moss.
Randy
yes.
Moss. Okay. So we need one more for Brady, 2 more.
Who the hell was Brady's other one? I'll find it. Go ahead.
Okay. So Peyton Manning.
No, I got it.
You have Brady's 4th?
Yes, Brady's 4th, because Peyton Manning made a big deal about feeling bad to leave this person off, was Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, wow. Wow. So
So
Brady
that
put
was
him on
Brady's
there.
4.
Okay.
Yes.
So Brady had Rice, Gronk, Randy Moss, and Fitzgerald.
Yes.
And Manning has Harrison, Jerry Rice,
Yes.
Marison, I'm sorry. Jerry Rice and Fitzgerald.
No, he did not have Fitzgerald.
This is confusing.
Calvin Johnson.
No, he did not have Calvin Johnson.
Wow.
You guys will never get one of Peyton Manning's. You will never get one of them.
Steve
He had a
Largent.
tight end. And it was not Gronk. It was
Dallas
one of the
Clark.
only. No, it wasn't a Colt.
Jacob
It was a
Tamm.
Bronco.
No,
It was Gronk.
Shannon Sharp.
Tony
No.
Gonzalez.
yes,
Wow.
Tony G. So the 4th one for Manning, because you guys will not get it, was
It's got to be an old school guy. It's got to be
What
like
team
Raymond
is he?
Berry.
was.
Raymond
What team
Berry.
is-
was a Colt. Yes,
Raymond Berry.
it was Raymond Berry.
Look at that. Do you
Yes,
even know
it
who
was
Raymond
Raymond
Berry
Berry.
is, Taylor?
No.
No,
Sounds like a Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Do you know who Gronk is? Do you know who Jerry Rice is?
Yeah.
Really?
The guy who played for the Raiders at the end.
so that was Manning.
Put it
and
on the poll. Is
Brady's.
Jerry Rice the guy who played for the Raiders at the end? Put that on the poll, please.
The best part about it was at the end they all have to decide who's going on the 4, who's
Right.
going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted to put on Moss, Rice,
Yeah.
and then the third one, they all wanted to put Gronk, and Manning refused to put Gronk before Harrison. And the whole reason you reminded me
It's
is
Marison.
because yes, I'm sorry. The whole reason you reminded me is because the way they sold Manning was Tom Brady said Darrelle Revis was the best defensive player he ever played. He the best corner he ever played. And the only person that could get open against Darrelle Revis was Rob Gronkowski.
I mean, he was a lot bigger than him. So
That was the point.
matchup problem. No, Gronk was fantastic. He's on the tight end the Mount Rushmore of tight ends. Tight ends and wide receivers are different positions. They should not commingle. There should not be a Mount Rushmore that has 2 positions on it. To me, it's easy. It's Moss. It's Jerry Rice. It's Michael Irvin.
Not mentioned. Not on anybody's Mount Rushmore, Michael Irvin.
Really?
Did not. OLI of all 4.
I mean, it's Moss, Rice, Irvin, and Raymond Berry for me.
Taylor's too.
So Mac Jones is back. Anyway, Mikey, do you have some more Mikeleys for us? We have a big football weekend. Yes, Mac Jones. I can't believe it. Mac Jones. So great.
All right. You ready? We'll start with this one.
Yeah.
More likely to be the last undefeated team, the Eagles or the Bills?
Wow. Who do the Bills have this? The Bills have the Patriots this weekend. The Eagles, they have a tough game. They have Denver this weekend, right? So theoretically, well, I can't say that word. Both teams could lose this weekend. What do you think?
For me, I'm going that the Eagles are going to be undefeated. It's going to be more likely that the Eagles are undefeated longer, just because I was watching that Thursday night football game on the way home from the Yankees game, and Sims told us, hey, the 49ers are going to keep this close. They might even win.
Yeah.
Once they won that game, I was like, man, Sims might know what he's talking about. And Sims, his best bet of the week was the Patriots to cover the spread and sprinkle a little on the money line against the Patriots. So just trusting Sims here, I'm going to go more likely the Eagles are undefeated longer.
All right. Can you check the Eagles schedule? Because I just want to read the Bills schedule to you guys, because I'm going to go Buffalo here. Okay. They have New England at home. I know what Sim said, and yes, he does know football, Taylor. It's his job. He's great at it. But then they have Atlanta, Carolina. They're home with Kansas City, and they have the Dolphins. I mean,
do you really,
I have them winning all those games, you know?
Do you really, really, really believe in Jackson Dart? Because two of the Eagles' next three games are against the Giants, including this coming Thursday. And in between, they're at the Vikings.
Right. I think the Giants are going to win that division. I said it.
Wow.
Got carried away there. I did.
All right.
But if it's right, just mark the tape. Anyway, more likely number 2. Go ahead. I go Bills. You're going Eagles, Taylor?
Yep.
All right.
More likely to get their win first. Jets, Saints, or Titans. All of them are currently 0-4.
Well, Sims thinks the Saints are going to win this weekend, doesn't he?
He does.
Against Jackson Dart.
Your NFC East winners.
The NFC East winner, Jackson Dart.
Yes. That would set them back. I mean,
yeah, a little bit.
Who gets their first one? Who do the Jets play?
The Jets have the Cowboys this week.
That's a loss.
And then they have
Broncos. That's a loss.
Broncos in London.
Then they have Carolina in 3 weeks.
Then Carolina at the Bengals.
Right. What were the other teams?
Titans, Saints.
So who's more likely to have their
win first?
I'm going to say the Jets, unfortunately.
I'm also going to go with the Jets just because I have Callahan from the Titans, first coach fired. He looks like a dead man walking in Tennessee.
He does. He does look like a dead man walking. The Jets have 3 straight home games, Mikey. Even the Jets can win one of those, I think.
The Bengals. Right. That's the game you're circling. All right. More likely to miss the playoffs with a 1-3 start, the Texans or the Ravens?
Ooh, they play this weekend, don't they?
They do.
Wow, head to head, big
Could
game.
be an elimination game.
Yeah. I'm going to say the Texans. I still believe in the Ravens. I still like the roster. I refuse to believe that the team, through 3 quarters of week 1 that we all thought was going to the Super Bowl, is that bad. I think the Texans, just something's wrong with C.J. Stroud. When Sims said they have to muster up, they'll be able to muster up enough points. That offense was not designed to muster up points. They were designed to be a point factory. And so I just thought, like, the Texans, for me, are not going to make the playoffs. I think the Ravens make it.
I'm also going to back Stugotz here and go the Texans. I saw a clip from C.J. Stroud recently where he was like, I'm watching highlight tapes from me in college, and I look so much more explosive and so much quicker. I'm like, you're 23 years old. Like, you shouldn't be having this conversation yet that you're losing explosiveness.
Right.
So I trust Lamar Jackson, MVP type player for the Ravens to eventually turn it around.
You can't do that when you're 23. You're right. When you're 50, you could say, man, if I had the explosion I had back when I was in high school or in my 20s or in my 30s, it's acceptable. But you can't say, man, I'm not as explosive as I was 3 years ago when I was 19. I mean,
Stugotz, when do you think you'll start losing your explosiveness? Last one. More likely. Ago.
Right.
3 teams in the playoffs out of the NFC West or the AFC West?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's why I saved it for last. I thought it was a good question.
Yeah, you're good at the game. Listen, it's your game. You're the host of it.
It is more
you know
likely.
How to play it. Yeah. NFC West, AFC West.
A lot of wins in those divisions.
Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. You're essentially asking me, or the Niners, Seahawks, and Rams. I know the Cardinals are 2-2. They're the worst 2-2 team in the history of football. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Yes, the only difference is the AFC is weak outside of the division leaders. So,
right. Yeah. You have the Lions, you have the Packers, you have Vikings in the NFC, you have the Giants, the Commanders, the Giants.
The Giants. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles are fighting for a wild card spot at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to say AFC West. Yep.
Yeah, Broncos really haven't been clicking yet, but you would eventually think that Bo Nix and Sean Peyton start getting it together, and then I think the Chiefs had their get right game against the Eagles, and then Justin Herbert and the Chargers. If you remember my VIP list from a couple of weeks ago, the class of the AFC right now.
Mm-hmm. I think Sims also had the Broncos winning this week, right? He did. He had the Broncos beating the Eagles this week. I'm telling you, that money line parlay is worth gold, dude. It's not going to hit, but it's worth a lot of money. I mean, I'm taking it. You guys taking it? Yeah. Sims didn't send me the money. I mean, he said he was going to send me money. So.
Can't trust anybody to send you money these days.
I already spent it in my head.
You know the feeling. Hey.